Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of VLR, or Virtue's Last Reward, or Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Last episode, we basically finished out the infirmary. We got the golden document that I was trying to aim for. A little bit of a longer episode because of, or a little bit of a extra episode for no reason, for just getting a golden document. We didn't really make too much progress in the story just yet, but we finally am now going into it. Yeah, we still got a lot of puzzles to still catch up on. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting all 16 stuff anyways, even though they might be a little bit repetitive, because we done a few of the flow stuff, I think, and I feel like the most of this game really does take place in the story itself, the novel section, because those are the ones that take the most time. Those are usually the ones that take the most time, it seems, to build the story a bit more and kind of like do things that like explains the characters or explains the scenario or situation. So yeah, I mean, although we went through one path, I feel like the majority of it is just going to be us just listening to everybody's talking and dialoguing and just reading through it. And I don't know, I feel like this game does have a lot of reading in mind. Not as much as some games that I've seen so far, but I feel like this one is like pretty lengthy at length. But I think that the dialogue's content sometimes are a little bit not interesting, or a little bit just like we kind of expect that kind of situation. But anyways, let's get into it.
上の階とほとんど変わんねえじゃねえか。
でも扉に色がついてますよ。エレベーターを背にして左手が緑、正面が青、右手が赤に塗られています。
これってもしかして CD カラードドアってやつかな。ほら、脇に見覚えのある装置もついてるし。
Lock. Huh. Lock. Yeah, won't budge.
他の2枚もダメじゃ。力ずくでは開きそうもない。
ねえアリス、バングルなんか眺めてどうしたの？
ちょっとね。
Oh, is she gonna try her bracelet onto the things?
やっぱりそうだわ。
I don't think Yappari Soldana is literally this whole line. It's literally just saying, yep, doesn't work. Or so I thought.
残り時間が変わってる。
Yeah, it's just kind of weird that they put, no, I'm fine, but it looks like my guess was right. You just leave it at, but it looks like my guess is right, could have been enough. I don't have to see, no, I'm fine in this line. Numbers. Oh, yeah, the time left. 2 hours and 6 minutes. It's the same, I think it's the same time frame as what we did in the other path, the first playthrough. The first playthrough we went through, literally this is the time frame that it hit. Looks like 2 hours. 2 hours is like Nijikan. I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it was. Roku. 6分 6 minutes.
おいおい、冗談だろ。こんな狭苦しいところであと2時間も待たなきゃいけないってのか？
Yeah. I mean, I forgot. We're literally hitting the same dialogue as what we did in the first playthrough at this point.
やむをえんな。ここはひとまず引き返すしかあるまい。
A part of me wishes that they actually had it where if the dialogues were similar, that they would be in the same like category of that icon. But I mean, I don't feel like it makes sense in the UI because like there might be some slight variation, but it kind of sucks that we're seeing somewhat a majority of the same dialogue.
シグマ、さっき見つけたメモのこと、みんなに教えてやったらどうじゃ？
Right. Soか。
ん？
そう。
もしかしてそれは ルールの補足と書かれたメモのことではありませんか？だとしたら私たちも持っています。キャビンで見つけたのです。
Oh yeah, we did went to the cruise quarter for that.
俺たちもだ。ラウンジの金庫に入ってた。
Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened the door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot keep you from going in and out of them. I think we reread this in the last episode. Once we picked up the key and everything, it's pretty much the same reading anyways. Any color of bracelets can go through them and as many as people like, but you have to escape before you, yeah, we already read this, yeah. I'm not gonna reread it because we're gonna read that certain document like one more time when we go to the other branch, the other flow of the branch, which is like on the door over here. Like we're gonna be literally going through that in that particular door, in the last door all the way down. It's just gonna be annoying just to go through that again and again 3 times over just because we already know the rule. We knew the rule already. I just don't get how, like, I don't want to stop or skip a lot of it here because I don't know if there's any exclusively new dialogue, but I really hate the fact that it's like hard to know if there is going to be any exclusive dialogue that's different from the others. But if that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
戻れるというよりも戻ってこいと言ってるんだろう、ゼロは。そうじゃなければ例のカードキーの意味がなくなる。
アンビデックスルームのカードキー、これのことですね。
僕らが入った部屋にもあったよ、同じものが。
That makes 6 then. One for each Ambidex room.
とにかく倉庫に戻ってみましょう。
Yep.
またゼロの言いなりになんのかよ。
なんならお前さんだけ残ってもらってくれても構わんがの。玄関の前にやかましい犬が1匹とはなんとも似つかわしいではないか。
じじい、噛み殺してやろうか。
Again, why?
で、どうするのよ。戻るの？戻らないの？
Sorry, I'm trying to like think about what Alice has said. Modu nai do. Sorry, I'm just trying to remember what she's trying to say, so it's like able for me to translate one day. I don't know exactly. I know modoru is like to return or turn back, but I don't know, like, I think she's just saying, do you want to return or do you want to stay, which is exactly the point. But I'm just trying to think about the translation being a little bit lengthier than
行きゃいいんだろ、行けや。
being lengthier than what they're saying. So usually I just want to help myself better my Japanese, but also help myself translate it better for my brain. But yeah, I like to. I'm learning still. I feel like I'm getting better, but I'm not too sure how well I'm getting in terms of like the Japanese learning, because I haven't been practicing enough to consuming the Japanese itself. Like, I feel like I'm playing here on the Japanese side of things, but I haven't been playing lately. I haven't been playing any Japanese dubbed games. So it doesn't let you go through the other places. It only goes back to your...
ここが医務室ですか。
Okay, so this is different because when we first went through our first playthrough, they actually went through the cruise quarter when we solved the cruise quarter, but this time they're going to the infirmary because we solved the infirmary in this case, which is interesting.
本当にメモの通り入れましたね。
ってことは僕たちが探索したラウンジにも行けるってことだね。あ、そうそう、じっちゃん。ラウンジにはじっちゃんの大好きなお酒がたくさんあったよ。
おお、そいつはありがたい。後で一杯引っ掛けに行くとするかの。
何のんきなこと言ってんだよ。
Wait, Grandpa, did Tenmyoji and Quark know each other? Were they actually related? I was about to ask when something else caught my attention. Someone behind the divider was talking to someone else. What? That's new information. I snuck a look around.
ねえ、これってやっぱり関係あるのかな?
That's interesting that they actually have an exclusive dialogue of Clover and Alice. I'm guessing she's talking to Alice because they know each other from the first game. But it's kind of interesting to see that these ladies would be talking to each other. And I mean, this was kind of the conversation I was wanting to see, but I'm glad I'm seeing it now versus not at all.
まだわからないけど、偶然なんてことはありえないし。
ゼロの名前も気になるよね。
とにかく、まずは本部と連絡を取る方法を探さないと。
Interesting. So they're both working for like some sort of organization or company, and they're trying to kind of like piece together what they can about the situation.
そうだね。私たちがいなくなったことには気づいてると思うけど。みんな見つけてくれるかな？私たちのこと。
彼らを信じましょう。
How are these two connected? Alright. I like how he just asked that stupid question when it's like... Actually, it's not a stupid question, but it's a question that I feel like doesn't need much asking if the player already knows, but then again, who knows? I guess, like, if you really haven't played the first game, 999, then it just makes sense, but... Two Milkman goes comedy. I still don't get the point of those blood texts on the wall.
マジくたびれちゃったよ。ずいぶんと時間がかかったね。
Also, I might start skipping eventually, skipping the dialogue. Oh, jeez. Oh, no, it's something else. I thought it was, like, text from someone that I needed to answer. But also, I'm checking on time on my phone, so I do apologize if my, if I'm looking at my phone too much or looking down too much. That's because I'm also, like, looking at the phone for time. I don't have a second monitor. That's apparently coming in today, I think. A second monitor that's, like, temporary for... Or not temporary, but, like... will be used to help me a little bit to do the thing. If it works, of course. I don't know. I'm getting it because somebody didn't need it anymore. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, I might skip most of this dialogue because I'm pretty certain that nothing really changes for this because all of it needs to be similar because they probably might not have the budget to run a different type of dialogue in it, I don't feel like. Unless it's just minute.
お前は所詮ただの AI。眠気なんて感じるはずないだろうが。
Excuse me.
あ、リオくん？君は今僕の逆鱗に触れたよ。口を慎んだ方がいいな。さもないと。わかるね？
Yeah, I think this is mostly the same. I'm gonna skip. I run the risk of running into no dialogue that I'm familiar with, but...
いい子なんだうさ。それじゃ、さっき保留にしてた話の続きをしようかな。
Okay.
BP、バングルポイントを9以上にするにはどうすればいいか。
We go into the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
でも、誰がどの部屋に入ればいいんでしょう？
特に決まってないよ。誰がどの部屋に入ってもいいんだうさ。
Yeah, so this is pretty much the same. Alright, let's skip over.
だけど、部屋は6つしかないわよ。
だから言ったじゃん。表示が同色のペア番2名は一心同体、運命共同体だって。
Interesting. I just realized it's not letting me skip because I haven't experienced this dialogue before. I forget that that was part of the options, isn't it? Yeah, I think that was part of the options menu thing where if you click on a thing.
つまり
Oh no, there it is.
詳しい説明は中ですよ。その方がわかりやすいと思うし。
Okay, so if I press Control on the keyboard, then it actually allows for skipping. Yep, I know, it's the same. It's no different any- Oh wait, what the heck was that? Oh no! Oh darn. Damn it! There was actually something in there. Okay, I'm gonna replay this. Damn it. Ugh. Okay. Alright, let's skip again. Alright. That was kind of strange how they just suddenly drop a random ass thing into the rooms in the Ambidex rooms. I saw a person on the floor and I was like, wait a minute. Damn it, I hate this so much. Okay, fine. I'm gonna skip to a certain point and then I'll stop there because the Zero Rabbit is gonna pretty much explain most of the rules anyways. And it's something that I don't need at all. And I do apologize if it's like me just skipping over because there's nothing much to it. Alright, this is good. Okay, this is a good spot to continue. Okay, cool. There was some random thing that just happened. I do apologize to people who are like, Roz, why the hell do you skip all that dialogue? It's like important and yada yada. It's like, yes, I know that's important, but we've already seen it. There's no probable changes that makes me feel interested in seeing that. But seeing that I just saw a sneak peek of what's going on in that one room that we just walked into, kind of made me more intrigued to just replay it now here. Because that's when I'm like, I feel like that's new content that we haven't explored. Alright. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into?
いちいち断らなくてもいい。さっさとやれ。
Okay. Wakatta. I'm saying Wakatta is because, like, I understand.
アンビデックスゲートが開放されました。アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り45分です。
So we'll be in there for 45 minutes. What? Nande. The game's got a time limit too? What? What the hell? Who is this?
知るか。それよりも早くみんなを。
Yeah, right. Oi, guys, get over here. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was... She's dead? Stabbed? I'm wondering now who she is then. And I'm also wondering if she... Blood. She's covered in blood. I'm wondering if she's like a character who happens to be important to this game because she has something to do with the experiments that's involved. But I'm also wondering if the first playthrough, one of the characters did go through this room, but choose to ignore the body, which is kind of weird if the characters chose to ignore this body if she was in that one room. I don't know if it's the same room, but like it could have been different, I guess, depending on what happens. But this has turned into a weird murder mystery, I weirdly think, but I don't know. I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing. No breath. With shaking hands, I felt her neck for a pulse. Felt against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
おい、何なんだよこれは。一体何がどうなってるんだ。
もしかしてその人。
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
はい、わかりました。
Wait, no, not Luna. Oh my god. Luna's the doctor here. She needs to be here.
ということは、やはりその。
Yeah. So, She's not breathing, and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
殺された?
Does it look like an accident or a suicide to you?
胸を何かで突き刺されたようだな。
Yeah, she looks like she just got stabbed in the heart and then just let herself. But I think she was moved. The reason why, I think, is because no human being would just be stabbed and there wouldn't be a puddle of blood if she's laying flat. So I'm assuming that she got stabbed, got dragged from her origin of death, and just dropped there when her body became cold and stopped like bleeding out in a sense. But even then, I feel like there should be at least a trail of blood. But of course, you know, they might clean it up before you come into the room. But who knows?
しかし、室内に凶器は見当たらない。ということは、犯人がそれを持ち去ったか、あるいは肉体の一部が凶器だったという可能性も。
But it also means that with this path, there is people other than the 9 of us that exist to do things to harm us or to hurt us somehow. So I'm wondering where exactly some of these people are coming from is the question, like, or where they're hiding, because there's not a lot of room for them to hide in. So
肉体の一部?
So I'm wondering if the first playthrough had actually somebody roaming around and doing something that's kind of causing us trouble.
例えばその人物が怪力の持ち主で、指先が鋼鉄に覆われていたりすれば、胸を貫くのも不可能ではなかろう。
ファイさん、それは一体どういう意味です？
Are you saying Kay killed her? Come on, that's weird.
ただのジョークだよ。真に受けないでくれ。まあいずれにせよ、凶器が何なのかぐらいは傷口を改めればわかることだ。とりあえず医務室に運ぼう。
Really? I thought we're here for like the 45 minutes to decide on the betrayer ally.
いくら年老いてるとは言っても、女性は女性だからな。ここで胸元を晒すわけにもいくまい。さあ、男性諸君、手伝ってくれたまえ。
Huh? What? Why the boys? I thought the girls. You said privacy, right? DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Sorry, I say infirmary. I don't know why. Honestly, I know some people make fun of me for like some of the speech impediment or speech pronunciations. I care less about it, but hey, I try my best. I mean, some people might not pronounce certain words properly, so it's like I wouldn't say like just be like rude about it, but whatever. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. Oh. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled against its breaking point. But it was his eyes that caught my attention. So, Tenmyoji probably knows this old lady then. So Tenmyoji is probably related to someone in the organization of this game. Like, he's probably one of the organized people of this game. He wasn't staring at us. Not quite. It was more like he was staring towards us. A smoldering spark of something, burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. Alright, back to the infirmary. Back to the infirmary. I can't believe they actually took a turn and made it into less of a decision right off the bat and more about, like, somebody's problem, I guess. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old, dry piece of wood. Okay, that's so sad to explain it like that. We sat her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. Sheesh. This might be Quark's grandmother, maybe? If Tenmyoji and Quark are related, then this could be potentially the grandmother. But she's wearing a ring too, and looks if she's wearing a ring on her right hand. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, I thought she was married for some reason. I think ladies usually wear rings on their ring finger if they're married on their left hand. It's like representative of male being like dominant left or something, and woman being dominant right. She looks at peace. Excuse the airplane view or helicopter if you hear that. Almost like she's just going to wake up at any moment now.
あまり苦しまずに亡くなったのかもしれんな。
Maybe. Let's hope so. I feel like she might have like accepted her death when that stabbing happened.
さてと、申し訳ないが、ご遺体を改めさせてもらうことにしよう。
病理解剖でもすんのかよ。
Honestly, Luna would be great for this because she's literally a medical expert.
ただ傷口を調べるだけだ。
Wi-Fi though, is she a medical expert
この
too?
中に剣士でもいれば話は別だが。
Oh, she is actually with us.
なんだ？
私、一応医療関係の国家資格を持ってるんですけど。
I thought she was not with us because she was taking care of Quark, I thought.
看護師さんなの？いえ。
You're a doctor? I'm trying to remember if doctor was Isha or something like that. Yeah.
剣士ではありませんが。
へえ、見かけによらないわね。
すみません。
別に謝ることじゃないけど。
まさか本気で解剖するつもりじゃないよね。
I mean, she kind of performs an autopsy in the first playthrough, so I mean, we kind of know firsthand of how well she can do it.
もちろん、そうじゃなくて。あそこに置いてあるの、多分小型の医療用スキャナーだと思うんです。
Oh, right, yeah, because she would know how to use that machine more than us.
正式名称はアダム。核磁気共鳴現象を利用した生体の自動診断解析装置で。
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
はい、できると思います。
Alright, here we go. Oh, it's the same exact scene of the of her scanning the person's body. Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Female. Gender, female. Estimated age, 65 to 75 years. Diagnosis, deceased. Cause of death, exsanguination. I'm guessing exsanguination is stabbing, but I might be wrong. I feel like that's a little bit weirdly different. Estimate time of death, 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory, weapon entered through 4th intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics. Wound margin, clean, continuous. Wound angles, 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters. Conclusion, based on the characteristics described above, there's a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a clarinet or something? I mean, instrument is just like a term of object. It doesn't have to be like... It could be like a scalpel, and that's considered an instrument. But it's like not specifically musical instruments.
先の尖った刃物のことです。
Yeah.
ナイフや包丁みたいな。
要するに鋭利な刃物で心臓を一突きされたってことね。
ええ。
これでひとまず私への嫌疑は晴れたことになりますね。
いや、悪いがそういうわけにはいかないよ。 K.
Fi just on the offensive on K because she just looks suspicious no matter what to her.
なぜです？まさかこの後に及んでまで凶器が私のこの手だなんて。
Yeah, he can. He can be a robot mecha and just stab people to death.
あれはジョークだと言っただろ。
ならばどうして？
老婆が発見されたのは6つあるうちの一番左端に位置する AB ルームだった。
Yeah, he might have like kept the old lady in that room while Clover was knocked out, because when he first arrived with Clover was already knocked out, so he was the only guy who was able to be in that space to see what happens.
ここに閉じ込められていたのは言うまでもなく K と四つ葉。だが四つ葉は外に出るまで意識を失っていたわけだから。
Yeah.
ファイさん、冗談はやめてください。断言しますが、私と四つ葉さんがあの部屋にいた時には彼女はいませんでしたよ。
How do we know? We will know. How do we know? We will not know until the truth comes out.
おそらく何者かが後で運び込んだのでしょう。
Sure, don't know.
でも正面の扉にはロックがかかってたよね。カードキーがなければ開かなかったはずだけど。
確かにそうかもしれませんが、しかしほら、 AB ルームの天井にはハッチがあったではありませんか。
Yeah, somebody could just drop the body in the top, because she is landed right on top of, or she just lands right in the middle of the room rather than at the edge of the door.
ハッチですか？それだったらゼロがもう開くことはできないって。
But that is also true. He locked it up when we all exited. Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you two left. Which means...
てめえ。
And that's where I'll end it for now.
やっぱりお前が殺したんだな。K!
That's where I'll end it for now. Sorry. I was wanting to click on the menu, but I misclicked out of it somehow. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, night, or whenever watching this. Need to clear my nose a little bit because it's been going on for 30 minutes straight without taking a break here. Yeah, we're over time by a little bit. That's totally fine. And, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one on Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, night, or whenever you're watching this. Next episode, let's go ahead and continue this little dialogue to see where it takes us. We still have a round of ally and betray decisions to make, which I'll probably try to skip over a lot of it if it's a revisit of like the prisoner's dilemma bullcrap thing that I have to hear from Fi again, which I don't want, but if we have to listen through it, I'll just skip most of it over if I have to, just to make the choice so we can move on forward. But if not, then that's great, because it looks like time is running down. We got 45 minutes, and we're handling some weird business of a lady dying, so it's kind of interesting to see how things have swapped around to being less about the ally betray situation that we're seeing later. Probably. I don't know yet. Anyways, other than that, Roz, out.